Welcome back in, everybody. The Zach Gelb Show as we roll along on Fox Sports 920 The Jersey here until 6 o'clock. Joined today earlier by Sean Estes and Edgardo Alfonso as we get ready for the big Mets-Giants game tonight. Madison Bumgarner against Noah Syndergaard. I'm sure my next guest, Todd Pratt, would love to catch one of these pitchers that are on the mound tonight. And Todd Pratt, the athletic director and manager of the West Georgia Technical College baseball team, joins us right now. Todd, appreciate a few minutes. Zach Gelb, how are you?
Hey, Zach. How you doing this evening? Playoff fever, brother.
Playoff fever. Gotta love that. So now you're an athletic director and also the manager of a baseball team at West Georgia Technical College. How'd you get involved in that? How's that been going?
It's going great. Just about 6.5 years ago, my buddy said that this small college was trying to start a baseball program, and I got in contact with the school, interviewed, and the rest is history. And about a year ago, they asked me to, be the AD, and I accepted, and so far so good.
We see a lot of times now in your sport, catchers turn into managers. When you were catching, did you know that one day you maybe wanted to be a manager at some level?
Well, most definitely, and it's funny you asked that. I interviewed today for a job with the Lakewood Blue Claws, and hopefully I'll know if I'm back in the pros or not, too. So something I always wanted to do, but it just was an easy option here. Being an AD, I think it's gave me great experience with working with these young men. You never know what could happen.
So our market, where our studios are located and where we broadcast in New Jersey, we have a lot of Mets and Phillies fan. You played for both teams. You had managers like Jim Fregosi, Larry Boa. I think you also had a year under Charlie Manuel, and then in New York with Bobby Valentine. What did you learn from those managers that maybe you still try to install on your players today?
I just kind of piece them together. I can go over every one. Fregosi, just kind of the old school, leave the team, let them police themselves. And Boa just was fiery. And, Bobby would, just very intellectual about the game. So I learned some things that way. And, Charlie was just, smart, very smart baseball man, and very humble, and just a player's coach. And I was honored to play for Bobby Cox as well. So I've been lucky throughout my career, played for some great managers, and I try to just pick a few things from each one of them and mold them into me.
Talking to Todd Pratt right now on the Zach Gelb Show. So, Todd, let's get to the game tonight. Big baseball game here in New York. And when people think of you in the playoffs with the New York Mets, they remember that big walk-off home run, the solo shot versus the Diamondbacks. What do you remember about that big home run?
Just watching the Mets family. I thought Shea was going to crash it down, you know what I mean, around second base, and just Shea was shaking, bouncing up and down, and seeing families, fathers and sons, high-fiving each other, people crying. It was just, very appreciative and lucky that I was able to be a part of the organization.
Have you ever experienced an atmosphere like New York? Because I've always said the Mets playoff atmosphere, or even a playoff game in New York, it's the best out of any place in the world for a sports event.
There's nothing like New York. That's all I have to say. There's nothing like New York. I played some great cities. I love Philly, but, from my experience, New York's crazy.
So you guys had a wild card game as well, a playing game as well. It was the Mets and Reds back in Cincinnati in '99. When Edgardo Alfonso hit that home run in the first inning, and that's going to be a big key for the Mets tonight if they're going to want to solve Madison Bumgarner. They have to get after him early. How much of a relief was that home run in the beginning, just to know that you guys are playing in front in an elimination game?
Well, yeah, and that was at, I believe the Al Leiter started that game too, right?
Yep.
It's great to jump ahead. I mean, it gives the pitcher a little more confidence and relieves a little bit of pressure on the pitcher. And really, you've seen it in in the past, and you saw it last night. It all comes down to pitching. Who makes the first mistake and what offense jumps on that mistake earlier. So it's nice to get out front, but it takes a 9-inning game, and yesterday we even took extra. So I expect the pitching to dominate tonight, and it just depends who makes the least mistakes and who jumps on the mistakes offensively and capitalizes on them.
As a manager, sometimes you have to put yourself in a situation where you win with less just because of the nature of our sport with injury.
Oh, yeah.
Terry Collins has done that this year. How about the job Terry Collins has done as the manager of the New York Mets?
To handle the fan base, handle the city, and handle the media. I mean, he's done a great job there. This staff, has really been obliterated this season with the young guns, going down, and they're one game away from a division playoff. So you gotta give him credit when credit's due, and he's done a tremendous job with the cards he's been thrown this year.
There's so many distractions in New York, just like you were saying. As a player, how do you block out those distractions? Because a lot of people in August, when you couldn't win back-to-back games, they were saying this Mets team is done. They could have sat home and not try to go out and win more baseball games because of the injuries and felt sorry for themselves, but the Mets didn't do that. So how do you block out that noise as a player?
The bottom line is we're professionals, and we know what needs to get done, and sometimes you go through some bad streaks, and from the outside looking in, it looks like a team just can't do it. Every day they're going to the ballpark trying to win. So they're very talented, and they came to work every day.
Todd Pratt with us for a few more questions on the Zach Gelb Show. So how much fun would it be to catch one of these pitchers in either Noah Syndergaard or Madison Bumgarner?
Well, I'd be catching Syndergaard. I ain't catching Baumgartner. You know what I mean? We got loyalty base here. Both great pitchers are going to be fun to watch tonight. What
would your approach be against both of them if you were at the plate?
I'd pray before the game. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, damn, man, let me just catch good today. You know what I mean?
Before we let you run, everyone's making such a big deal about Madison Bumgarner, of course, because he's someone that's won 3 World Series. He's such a big game pitcher. Not saying that Noah Syndergaard isn't a big game pitcher, because clearly he is off what we saw last year. But as a catcher, what would you say to Noah Syndergaard before this game tonight?
Just pitch by pitch, Noah. Don't let your emotions take over. Just pitch by pitch. That's it. Make a mistake, go to the next pitch, and keep us in there. Do your best. We'll help you out on the other end.
All right, Todd. We appreciate the time today. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you.